7 powerful leaf blowers that actually get the job done. What if the quietest leaf blower on this list actually outperforms the loudest one? And what if a battery-powered machine can now match the raw clearing power of a 60cc gas engine? The leaf blower market has completely transformed. Battery technology has closed the gap, but gas still dominates at the highest end. Picking the wrong one means either fighting wet, matted leaves for an hour or burning gas you don't need to burn. We're ranking 7 genuinely powerful leaf blowers from least to most capable, and even the one at number 7 will clear your yard faster than you expect. These cover everything from serious suburban properties to commercial-scale cleanup, so there's a real answer here regardless of your yard size. I've added all the product links in the description below so you can check them out for the latest prices. Let's start with a reality check. Do you need commercial-grade power, or do you need something that clears the driveway and walkways without the hassle? The Milwaukee M18 Fuel Brushless Blower answers that question for homeowners who want real power without gas. It delivers 500 CFM of airflow at 120 miles per hour, which sounds modest compared to what's coming, but it's genuinely enough for most residential properties. The brushless motor runs on Milwaukee's M18 battery platform, so if you already own Milwaukee tools, that battery investment stretches further. The honest trade-off is runtime and raw power. You're not clearing acres of wet oak leaves with this, and you'll need multiple batteries for larger properties. But for a half-acre lot with regular maintenance, this is powerful enough to get the job done without the noise, fumes, or pull cords. Think of it this way. It's the difference between owning a sports car and a reliable truck. One's exciting, but the other actually handles your daily workload. Here's where battery power starts getting serious. The Ryobi 40V HP brushless backpack blower produces 800 CFM of airflow at 200 mph, numbers that compete directly with entry-level gas blowers from just 5 years ago. It belongs to Ryobi's Whisper series, engineered to run significantly quieter than comparable gas models, which matters more than people expect if you've ever been the person running a blower at 8 in the morning while neighbors glare. It includes cruise control, letting you lock in steady airflow instead of gripping a trigger the whole time, and runs over 2 hours on a single charge depending on conditions. The trade-off is weight and upfront cost. A fully loaded backpack battery system isn't light, and you're paying a premium over handheld models. But for homeowners with a real yard who want gas-level power without gas-level maintenance, this is the machine that finally makes battery power feel like an upgrade instead of a compromise. Now we're entering territory where battery blowers stop apologizing for not being gas. The Greenworks commercial 82V dual-port backpack blower delivers a consistent 755 CFM at 225 mph, with 36 newtons of blowing force that rivals many residential gas models. What actually separates this one is the dual-port battery system. Two 8-amp-hour batteries working together provide up to 63 minutes of runtime on high settings, and the brushless motor maintains consistent power from start to finish instead of fading as the battery drains. It's also roughly 1.5 times quieter than comparable gas blowers, which matters if you work in noise-restricted neighborhoods or just don't want to be the loudest thing on the block. The honest trade-off is that you're still managing batteries and charging cycles, and the upfront cost for the blower plus multiple high-capacity batteries is significant. But for landscape professionals or serious homeowners who want commercial-level performance without emissions or fuel mixing, this is the battery blower that finally closes the gap. Here's a claim worth double-checking. EGO says this battery backpack blower matches the output of a 60cc gas engine. The raw numbers back it up. 1000 CFM of airflow at 190 mph with 33 newtons of pushing force, making it one of the most powerful battery blowers currently available. The brushless motor delivers 1700 watts of maximum power, and it's engineered to run roughly 83% quieter than a comparable gas blower, which is the kind of spec that ends noise complaints before they start. It also includes a turbo mode for maximum clearing power when you need it. And if you already own EGO 56V batteries, the ecosystem stretches further. The honest trade-off is runtime and weight. Even with high-capacity batteries, you're working in charged sessions rather than just refilling a tank, and the fully loaded system weighs over 30 pounds. But for properties where noise matters and gas isn't an option, this is the battery blower that finally makes you forget you're not running gas. Now we're in gas territory, and this is the machine that made Stihl's reputation for power. The Stihl BR 800 C-E Magnum runs a 79.9cc engine, producing 912 cfm of airflow at 239 mph, with 41 newtons of blowing force that outpaces most battery blowers on this list. It features Stihl's easy-to-start system, which reduces the effort needed to pull the starter cord by up to 40%, and an anti-vibration system that reduces fatigue over long sessions. At around 25.8 pounds dry weight, it's lighter than many competitors with similar power, and the 67.6-ounce fuel tank means fewer refueling stops on large properties. One thing worth flagging honestly, this is still a two-stroke gas engine, which means mixing fuel, dealing with emissions, and accepting noise levels that will definitely be noticed beyond your property lines. But if raw clearing power for heavy wet debris is the priority, and you don't mind gas maintenance, this is the residential gas blower that sets the standard. Here's where things get interesting, because this machine quietly outperforms plenty of blowers costing more. The Echo PB9010T runs a 79.9cc two-stroke engine, delivering 1110 cfm of airflow at 220 mph, with 48 newtons of blowing force, numbers that put it in commercial territory. It features Echo's Start Assist system, which reduces pulling effort by 50% compared to traditional recoil starters, and a tube-mounted throttle that gives you better control without reaching behind your back. At 27.3 pounds dry weight, it's competitive with other professional-grade blowers, and the 2.5-liter fuel tank provides extended runtime for large properties. The honest trade-off is that this is professional-grade equipment with professional-grade noise and emissions. You're not running this in a quiet neighborhood at dawn, and you're committing to two-stroke maintenance. But for landscape professionals or homeowners with serious acreage and heavy leaf drop, this is the blower that clears faster than almost anything else in its class. And at number 1, the machine that makes everything else on this list look like the entry-level option. The Husqvarna 590 BTS is a gas-powered backpack blower built for large properties, heavy debris, and commercial operators, pumping out 1245 cfm of airflow at 216 mph with 56 newtons of blowing force, the highest output on this entire list. It runs a 79.4cc X-Torque engine that Husqvarna says reduces emissions by up to 60% and improves fuel efficiency by up to 20% compared to conventional two-stroke engines, and the 91.3-ounce fuel tank means you can work longer between refills. This isn't a homeowner blower that happens to be powerful. It's genuinely professional-grade equipment that homeowners with big, leaf-heavy properties buy because nothing smaller finishes the job fast enough. It's heavier and louder than the machines below it. And that's an honest trade-off, not a flaw. This is a tool built entirely around clearing large volumes of debris as quickly as possible, with comfort and quiet as secondary considerations by design. If your property genuinely demands that level of output, acres of trees, thick seasonal leaf drop, commercial-scale cleanup, nothing else on this list gets the job done as fast. For everyone else, that's exactly why it sits at number 1 and not number 3. It's the most capable machine here, not necessarily the right one for your yard. So there's the range, from a 500 cfm battery blower that handles most suburban yards without fuss, up to 1245 cfm of commercial-grade power that clears acres before lunch. Which one actually matches your property? Tell me in the comments, and if you've used any of these, I want to know if it held up through a full season. Subscribe if you want more honest gear breakdowns like this one. Thanks for watching.